Welcome to my story. I'm a 24-year-old archaeology graduate student at Stonebridge University, a small but prestigious school nestled in a quiet, historic town. I'd been thrilled to get in. It was my dream program. I moved into a charming old townhouse a few months ago, split into apartments for students like me. It had creaky floors and drafty windows, but I loved its character. Classes were intense, but manageable, and I'd made a few friends. My life wasn't exactly exciting. Early mornings at the library, long hours studying ancient civilizations, but I liked it that way. Things were quiet, predictable, until they weren't. It all started with a missing satchel. My leather satchel, to be exact. The one my grandfather gave me, complete with my notes, keys, and my tablet inside. I left it at a cafe near campus while grabbing a refill. When I realized it was gone, I panicked. The cafe staff was sympathetic, but hadn't seen anyone take it. There were no cameras in the seating area, and it was like the bag had vanished into thin air. Losing my tablet was bad enough. It had my field notes, research papers, and even personal files. But losing my keys was worse. I changed the locks on my apartment immediately and tried to move on, telling myself it was just bad luck. But 2 days later, I found a note taped to my apartment door. It was a scrap of yellowed paper with a single phrase scrawled in shaky handwriting. "You should lock your windows too." My stomach churned. The windows? The thief had my keys. Had they come inside? I rushed into my apartment, checking every corner, but nothing seemed out of place. I convinced myself it was just a sick joke, but deep down, I couldn't shake the unease. Over the next few days, more notes appeared. Short, cryptic messages like, "I've seen your work. Be careful where you dig." At first, I thought someone was playing a prank, maybe a classmate who knew how stressed I was. But then, little things in my apartment started to feel wrong. Books I hadn't touched were out of order on the shelves. My coffee mug, which I always left on the counter, was suddenly on the sink. The old grandfather clock in the hall, broken since I moved in, had started ticking again. The notes kept coming. Whoever this was, they weren't just watching me, they were inside my apartment. I reached out to my landlord to ask about the locks. He was kind but dismissive, saying it was unlikely anyone had gotten in. "This building's old," he said. "Things move around sometimes." But I knew better. One evening, I came home from class to find my apartment in chaos. My bookshelf was tipped over, my bed stripped bare, and my archaeological tools, chisels, brushes, and field maps strewn across the floor. A single object was left untouched, a small clay figurine I'd excavated last semester. A note was taped to it. "Careful. The past always has secrets." That was the moment I realized this wasn't random. Whoever was doing this knew me, knew my work. I went to the police, but they couldn't do much without proof. No fingerprints, no sign of forced entry, just whispers in the dark. I changed the locks again, added cameras, but nothing stopped the messages. One night, as I sat in the dim glow of my desk lamp, I saw movement outside my window. My heart froze. Peering out into the foggy street, I caught a glimpse of a figure, a shadow with no face melting into the night. The next day, the figurine was gone. I don't know who they are, what they want, or how they know me so well. All I know is this: someone is watching. Someone is waiting. And I don't know if I'll ever feel safe again. If you're listening to this, take my advice. Guard your work. Guard your space. And most of all, guard your secrets.